Yo, what up? Welcome to the Strong and Wrong podcast. Holding it down, big Donny Duckets. It's true. Lynch is infuriated now. He didn't like that I played sick that time, and he's just had to take a day off. He's not here with us. What's he doing, by the way? Do you know what he's doing?
I think he's doing the same thing you were doing when you were off, which was like writhing around on a mattress.
He stay writhing.
No, he's getting his foot put back on. He'll be back with 2 feet next week.
Is writhing a good name for an elf?
What do you mean?
Man, shut the fuck up. We know about the 1980s Burger Wars. You know what it is. It's the Strong and Wrong podcast, boy. Seriously, you know about the Burger King in the 1980s.
I was there. I was a Jewish child.
He was just a little Jewish child when the Burger King bodied Ronald, that clown. No, something came across my desk. Article from the
I imagine that. I imagine you get like telegrams about cheeseburgers and stuff. Like there's like just a ticker on your wall.
4 times.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah, you want to know, eh? You want to know?
Yeah,
let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you.
Tell Lynch.
But this actually, when I say this comes across my desk, it actually comes from Lynch.
Of course, comes from your boy.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah.
Lynch
sends this article over from the hundreds. When Burger King bodied McDonald's, the burger wars of the 80s was a real thing. What do you think that's even about?
Yeah, I'd love to know. I guess like the Big Mac was a thing, and maybe it was a thing for a while, and then they're like, we have the Whopper.
But like you're born in 85, you don't have any remnants of like the aftermath of the burger wars of the 80s. You don't like.
I mean, look, my grandfather.
Do you have any recollection of Burger King bodying McDonald's in your lifetime?
My parents, my grandparents, they fought in the burger wars. I luckily was only around for peacetime.
But you're a pussy though. That's why.
That's it. I was like the generation after Nom, you know.
No, your grandpappy. He was there. He was there on. He was there. He stormed the beaches on Beef Day.
On a Jew boat. Yeah. All right. So fucking tell me what's the headline? What did I miss here?
Well, that's the headline, was that Burger King bodied McDonald's in the burger wars of the 80s. And I'm trying to think, like, back in the day when something happened in 1985, it was still relevant in 1989. Like,
yeah.
If a show aired in 1995, that show was new in 1999.
It was like that for a while.
We didn't have infinite information where we could just have access to everything. We didn't have that.
And even like seriously, even recently, even when something like The Walking Dead started or Breaking Bad, like that show was still new for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but even before all the information that is accessible to us, things like you would quote The Mask for 7 years of your life. People quoted Anchorman to this very day. There's someone who's like, yeah, people think I'm funny. A whale's vagina. Like that's but that's the thing.
You my boy, Blue. Oh no, that's old school, isn't it?
Same shit though, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like if there was really like Burger King bodied McDonald's in the 80s, I'd hear about that in 1992. I didn't even see a Burger King in all of 1992. Living in Montreal, I didn't even see a Burger King.
I remember when like the Burger King came.
Burger King
star. When the Burger King came to our neighborhood,
Burger King. Let's get right into the beef. Yeah. Anyways, that's fine. Burger King. Continue.
Burger King came to our neighborhood. We were older. We were already 14, 15. But I mean, like I had it before. I don't know, somewhere in the US.
You know why you were fucking creaming your little Jewish pants when the king came to town? Shut up.
I never liked it. I never liked it. I do remember rolling in there to buy a copy of Sneak King.
Yeah, that Xbox 360 game and
Yeah.
Burger
Yeah.
King bodied McDonald's that month.
Yeah, exactly. And I was balls. I didn't even buy food. I just went in and bought the game and was like, that's it for me.
It
I just
was,
want
like,
to do
more
this like
expensive to buy the game. It was like you could buy the Whopper deal for, like,
yeah,
$8.49 or you buy the game for $10, and you're the type of guy to be like, "Yeah, bro, you're lucky
I
Lynch isn't
literally
right
did that.
here right now."
I literally did that. I bought just the game and it was more. Harley was Morenstein. And yeah, basically, I don't know if it's kind of like a Splinter Cell vibes. Basically, you're sneaking around, and it's not as violent. Obviously, it's a kids game, but you're sneaking around. You're using shadows. It
Yeah, it
was
was like
a
the
Burger King
commercials.
stealth
It
game.
was the Burger King commercials. It was the king. Remember they'd open up their
Yeah,
curtains and the king was there with, like, food for
yeah,
them, and he was kinda
with
like he was like A24 movie creepy. Like, he's, like, spooky.
very spooky, very
Yeah, and
uncanny valley. It was almost like
you had to pop up on people. It was very, like, Tony
y-
Hawk 2, graphics vibe.
exactly, yeah, and like NPCs were very Tony Hawk too. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah,
But, Burger King came on the scene 1953,
hmm,
Wendy's 1969. I didn't know
cool,
Wendy's was mad young like that.
nice.
But yeah, this
Makes sense. So the Wendy's is the redheaded stepchild of the fast food game.
mhm. Um, the burgers, once they started putting money into their marketing campaigns, a lot of money, that's when shit got crazy. So in the early '80s, Burger King ads were all about flame broiled burgers. 'Cause
Okay,
that's, like, funny.
yeah, that's a unit that
That's like, "What's up? But we're flame broiled.
that
McDonald's?
I'll give them that
We're
though. That
flame
is a
broiled,
good claim.
McDonald's." Yeah, Wendy's is like,
Yeah.
"We're square. We're square, and Burger King's like, "Yeah, we stay flame broiled, Crody." And then it's stupid.
And it's
Um,
funny because what does McDonald's say? McDonald's says nothing.
no, they didn't.
McDonald's, they
They didn't say
they
nothing. What's the
huddle.
fuck? We're talking about the Don Ron, the Clizown, the Don Ron. This is the fucking
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald.
You can't
Uh,
provoke
You
him.
see that pack of clowns? Like, he's the clown, but you see that pack of clowns clown villains he rolls with? One's a
Yeah.
bird and a big purple blotch. Like, dude, don't fuck
Yeah,
with
speaking
me
of
anymore.
scary, man, the
One of them
bird.
walks around dressed like a criminal. Like, he cosplays as a criminal, but he doesn't give a fuck, dude. But yeah, no, McDonald's filed a lawsuit in 1982 on Burger King, being like, liar.
Flame
I didn't
broiling.
know you could do that, but you can. I did know you could do that. You could sue a sandwich technically. Like, you could sue anything. I could sue an
Bro,
Xbox 3 I could
you
sue
can soup and sandwich
I could
technically.
sue an Xbox 360 controller for making me nut that time I was playing Uno with the boys and holding it up against my hard on. Don't tell me you never nutted playing Uno, bro. Don't tell me this. Please don't tell me you didn't nut. Stupid bitch.
This
Dude,
is
I'm
odd.
workshopping stuff here. Listen.
It's oddly specific at the same time.
Yeah, so? So, yeah, I didn't know, but McDonald's sued him in '82. They were like, "Yeah, liar. Nah, it's not flame broiled." And this kinda just happened in the YouTube space a little bit. There's a YouTuber
In
who,
what sense?
he said he had cancer a couple years ago, and
Why
then
do people ever do that?
Well, I think he kind of, like, I don't know if he directly leveraged it, but people, if you're in a position where people feel bad, maybe they'll give you money. And
Well, yeah, I
he had a
guess.
whole crypto scam too, apparently. He scammed people, but he told them they shouldn't do
Dink
it, it's a
doink?
scam. No, that's something else, that's Crypto Zoo. Um,
Yo, drop the Dink Doink song in here, please, Lynch.
no,
If
no,
Lynch, if you're
no,
editing this
no.
Lynch, if you're editing this, please put in the Dink Doink song.
But you'll get a ding
Alright.
dong putting you. What's wrong?
Oh, shit.
What was I mumbling about? What was I yapping about? Actual brain rot nonsense.
Stewing a sandwich.
Yeah, they sued them. They were like, "Yeah, bro, it's not flame broiled." The lawsuit
It's
was
so
dismissed.
funny.
I wonder if that was a Hail Mary, like a PR Hail Mary. You like you sue them. Just like
Yeah.
Destiny offered this guy $5,000 if he would show his medical records that he did have cancer, and that guy was like, "No way,
Okay.
I'm not doing that." But that guy did also uh, uh, allegedly, he said himself, I think, that he scammed his audience for crypto. But it's like, how'd you not take that, you know? In this case, they're suing.
But also, LOL, this guy's got a crypto scam going, you think you're gonna bribe him with
What
$5,000.
I'm saying is you don't need to win the lawsuit about the plain
Right.
broiled burgers when the shot is fired, basically.
Yeah, you just need to create doubt.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Rondon came out,
And he's like,
guns
"Show
are
me the flames."
blazing.
Yeah, he's like, "Show me the flames, bro. They're flame broiled. What?
Abba, come the
I come
flames.
in. There's no flames."
No, show the flames. No, that was it. Exactly. No, 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 stop, stop. Exactly. Turn it over. Exactly. What are you wearing, bro? What are you wearing?
What is that, a crown?
What is this crown? Where'd you get that crown? Clown Town. Nope, because I'm the mayor and you're not allowed, bitch. Uh, silly, silly. Yeah, but
It's good though.
1984, to compete with the Whopper,
Orwell.
the McDonald's introduced the McDLT.
Oh, daddy's long tits.
The don't lay there. No, I don't know. The McDLT was McDonald's lettuce and tomato.
Whoa, where's the D?
Donald. Literally. The McDLT
Really?
is McDonald lettuce tomato. And imagine someone said that, like, yo, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. You want something? I'll get a Big Mac. You want? Yeah, I'll get a McDonald lettuce tomato.
I'll get a McDonny Nuggets.
When you think about a McNugget and what it is, now McDonald sounds weird. Like, think
Yeah,
about what McDonald is.
exactly. Like, is Donald like a little deep fried round person? Yeah.
Is he though?
Like, yeah, like is it Nugget
Well,
that
speaking
makes it
about
that,
that
or
nugget
is
of a
it
man,
Mick that makes it that?
speaking about that, actually a nugget of a man, 1984, George Orwell, McDonald's lettuce and tomato. They got an ad campaign. Who's on it? McNugget himself, Jason Alexander, pre Seinfeld days.
Oh shit! But like,
You love a good Jason Alexander ever since you were a child.
I love
You
a
love a
good
good
Jason
Duckman. You love a
Alexander.
good Duckman. You fuck with Duckman.
I've I've fucked with Duckman heavy,
Mm,
heavy.
mm.
Um, but it's funny because
But
Jason Alexander, he was this fat '90s character in our minds, and then when I go and watch early Seinfeld, and not
you're
even that
older than
early,
him.
like most of no, well, that too at this point. No, I think I've caught up now at this point pretty much, but he's not fat at all.
Yeah, it was different what fat was back then.
It was very
Someone showed,
different.
you ever see the movie Goonies? Trunk does
Yes,
the
of
truffle
course.
shuffle. He lifts his shirt up and shakes it. And even as a kid, I was like, oh, disgusting. But you watch
Yeah.
it back now, you're like, oh, that's literally every child. That's every
Every
child.
every child matters. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. The same thing with Sopranos. Go watch Sopranos, and the first few seasons, Gandolfini is like pretty svelte dude, man.
He's all right. Like, cause he looks
Yeah,
like stronger than fat. He's stronger than
yeah,
he is fat.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like he looks like a guy that like you would honk at him and give him the finger, and then he'd get out of the car and you'd be like, shit.
Yeah. He'd give you a fucking McDonald. Hold the lettuce.
Yeah.
But the McDonald lettuce and tomato, by the way, it was an interesting delivery system. Packaged in a two-sided container, meat and bottom half of the bun on one side, lettuce, tomato, cheese, pickle sauce, and the top half on the other.
Oh,
You
you mean a sandwich?
you were supposed to put them together though after ordering it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They were like, "Yo,
What
like, look at this, look inside. We're not scared to show you inside our burger." Because I always say that when people open their McDonald's burger, I'm like, "Don't do that. Don't look in there."
Lynch?
Yeah, and he always
Yeah.
does. Like, "What, you think you're gonna see the cum stain? They rubbed it in,
Not just
bro.
that.
They rubbed it
Not
in,
just
bro."
that, but you think you're gonna, like, find satisfaction by looking in there? Anything I see when I look in there is something I wish I hadn't, even if it's just the food I'm about to eat.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if it was McDonald's. You don't like it, buddy? You make me sick.
Oh, I do, it's great, but
But don't look
it's
at it.
also
Don't look
terrible.
at it. Don't smell a burger
Don't look
either.
at it.
Imagine holding a burger up, like a McDonald's burger, and sniffing it.
The
Not
meat
good, that's not
is
good.
does not smell good, no,
Yeah, so you're supposed to put the
no.
2 sides together. Anyways, yeah, not a surprise. It was a fuck up. No one really was down with the McDonald.
No,
Yeah.
they were like, "We'd rather flame broiled than, assembly line."
Mhm, mhm. And you remember the Arch Deluxe?
Yes, I actually do remember
I
the
love
Arch
that
Deluxe.
burger. I don't even know what made
Yeah.
it special other than I remember the commercials and there was a new burger
It
and it was a big burger and it came in a box.
Yeah, it's Ghetto Fabulous Arch Deluxe. It was, like, bigger and cheaper and better
Then what? Than
than
ever
anything
before,
else.
than ever before.
Exactly. Thank you for bringing that out. No, just, like, in the McDonald's lineup, like, you were mostly getting soggy burgers, and they came out with this Arch Deluxe, and it was just, like, I don't know, puffier bun,
They had a real
smaller
chef. They were like,
patty,
"A
but
real chef
cheaper.
made this shit." And there was, like, a real chef with a chef hat on. He was like, "Hey, I'm cooking here."
It was like,
They were
"Hey,
like, "Bro, Arch Deluxe, a real chef made it. Look, we got that fucking clown out of here." There's a chef. That chef
Yeah,
works for the clown, though.
he's on clown time,
Mhm.
and he's pulling little gray meat discs out of microwave drawers of plastic.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And he's a private, chef for the leader of Hamas now. But this it cost $100 million for that campaign. And, then there was a bunch of
Holy
commercials
fuck.
where Burger King responded to the McDonald directly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Like, they called it on the phone?
yeah, they were going after it. Hey, oh my god, I just realized now, by the way,
What?
that during these burger wars, there was a feeling, there was remnants. I'm realizing now that this is connected.
What?
Dave Thomas and Wendy's, they're watching the burger, wars unfold in front of them.
Okay.
They didn't know who they were. They didn't know who they were. But then in 1984, they had an ad spot called Fluffy Bun with 3 old ladies in a burger spot with a sign
Where's
that's
the beef?
exactly, bro. Where's the beef? That is,
Beef.
I do remember that as a child. Because when I grew
Yeah.
up, I had a hat in my house. That was a trucker hat that was
Yeah.
red and it had a white front and it said, "Where's the beef" on it. And
No, where's the
I remember that hat being cool in like 1998 to me. Like it was
Yeah, no.
later. Like I was like, I remember I went through that era where I was wearing like Ghostbuster t-shirts from the 80s or like an employee shirt from like a closed down burger chain that doesn't exist
Dude,
anymore.
I had a Molson, like, beer truck driver
Oh, you
short
ended up
sleeve
giving me that.
pinstripe shirt. Oh, I did,
Yeah,
hey,
you
it
ended
made
up
the
giving me
rounds.
that when you were done with
I
it.
got it from, yeah, I got it from my cousin, and I guess I gave it to you.
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick.
Yeah.
Put that bad boy to use.
It was a Molson O'Keefe
It was a
shirt.
white button-down short sleeve collared shirt with thin, pale blue
Blue
vertical
stripes,
lines and a gold threaded like Molson O'Keefe, like embroidered.
embroidered.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's also like I can't express this. It was a slim fit when slim fit didn't exist. Everything
Yeah.
was always boxy. This one fit long and skinnier. And
It was a European cut.
yeah, and it was just like actually for a real like some beer delivery. It was built for a delivery gut. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
long. It was so that you can keep it tucked in with your
Yeah,
big gut.
exactly.
Yeah.
Keep it tucked in and have a anywho.
Yeah, but so anyways, the came through with the words the beef, which is one of the biggest slogans of all time, you
Yeah,
know?
that lasted a long time. Where's the beef was like a meme.
Yeah. And it kind of like this was like this kind of shut down the burger wars a little bit. Because the where's the beef was just so big. They weren't even in there. They're not even
Yeah,
in the beef. They're not even doing it,
right.
and they just out there on the side doing their own thing. That's what it's about, you know. You got to march the beat of your own drum.
The beef of your own drum.
Hey, you gotta march to the beef of your own bomb. Where that ghost at? Yo, where that
Yo, you
ghost at?
gotta
Yo,
gotta
call up the
beat your beef.
Ghostbuster. Where that ghost at? Tell him you got beef in your bum. This is silly and stupid. Yeah, 1985, Peller appeared in a commercial for Prego Plus spaghetti sauce. This is from the
Who did?
hundreds. Peller. This is
Who's Peller? I
Peller,
hardly know her.
Peller, Pelham, Pelham.
Pelham.
Um,
Then what did they tell them?
um, Prego plus spaghetti sauce with beef and onions. This is who Peller is.
Okay. What's happening? Um,
Um,
what year did A&W
this
come
is the
out?
where's the beef girl.
I feel like
She's 81,
A&W.
81 years old, by the way, Peller. Prego plus spaghetti sauce with beef and onions, sitting on a couch with her grin, you know? And she said, I finally found it.
Oh, the beef. Wow, they
But
did
like
like
she wasn't
a
allowed to say, where's the beef? Or say I found my
right,
beef. She was just allowed to be like, I
exactly.
finally found it.
So they did like a canon move, like the way Malcolm in the Middle and Breaking Bad take place in the same world.
Yeah, but yeah.
Dude, A&W Restaurants, 1919, June 20th, 1919.
That's when it started.
Yeah.
Man, it's A&W's seen it all, bro.
So where do you think it started?
Nazi Germany.
No. Try it one more time. Stop Googling it.
I'm not Googling it, but you didn't see that stupid look on my face. I was clearly doing nothing
Bro,
at
it was
all.
bad. It was bad. Yeah. Oh, it was bad.
I like almost went cross-eyed. I'm like in the Matrix, Googling it in my head. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, bro. Tell me,
In
hamburger,
California. No, I thought it was gonna be
hamburger,
like on I thought it was gonna be Ontario or something.
sandwich. Tell me, bro.
For some reason, I
Sandwich.
always thought A&W was Canadian. That would have been
Wait,
very easy
Where
to
is it?
find out a
Where was
long
it?
time ago. It's from California, Lodi, California, which is a great CCR song.
Lodi. What about that
Um,
high die?
Hi, Di. There's a hi guy in Lodi right now
Okay, bye
listening to
bye,
this, going, "Hey, that's me."
bye bye.
Um,
That's so stupid. But isn't that
yeah,
funny that she did that continuation and she was like, I finally found it.
that's great, man. I love that.
Yeah, she went
I
muscles
love that.
glasses on
That's
that Wendy's
canon.
shit. Then she died in '89.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then they made burgers out of her body
She no, yeah,
and
her
mom.
tombstone said, "Turn me into you know what." I'm not gonna say it though, but you know what it is. I found out where it is, and now I want you to make me it.
Ugh,
Turn me into beef.
alright.
Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
we took it there.
yeah. But then you know how Wendy's stepped up from there? It was actually pretty big, and I actually liked Wendy's a lot from when they did it.
How?
There was no fucking clown or cartoon drawing of a man. The man was there himself. He was like
Yeah, Dave
he was like,
Thomas.
"I'm Dave Thomas, big dick in this shit right now in the back with these bitches. You want a burger? Come at me, pussy. $5 for a supersized maximized bag. Bring your whole family, you fucking chump. I'm Dave Thomas. Roll me up a blunt. We're getting sourdough, boy." I got
No,
that.
but it's true.
It is
It's
true,
like, you
bro.
know
Of
what?
course. You think I'd lie about Dave Thomas, bro?
Yeah, I think he almost founded Karen culture unknowingly because he was like he let everyone speak to the manager from the jump.
Mm,
So
yeah.
now he's almost opened up the door for people to go to other places and be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, that's on
What's
him.
going on in this place? Let me speak to the manager. Let me speak to Dave Thompson
I got a couple actually I got a couple of banger quotes here. This is Dave
from Dave
Thomas.
Thomas."
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
There's no one to stop you but yourself.
Say Dave Thomas
Dave
after each one.
Thomas.
Okay. Now make up a year that he said it.
Foo, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna misinform.
You're afraid to rearrange the timeline.
If there are things you don't like in the world you grew up in, make your own life different. Dave
Oh,
Thomas.
oh
You know
shit.
what these quotes are? Just things that a Dave
He's just yelling at his
these are
son.
just things that a Dave and a Thomas have said. And a Dave Thomas and a Thomas Dave. Like all these things are just things that people say. There's no one to stop you
and
but
a
yourself.
DT and
I
a
You think
DLT.
everyone has said there's no one to stop you but yourself? Have you ever said that?
Uh, that's I mean, it's pretty much like saying you're getting in your own way.
But you thought about it though, right?
Yes.
Right? You thought that
Yeah.
before.
I thought it every time I chickened out of banging a girl.
So you banged the men. So
Exactly.
you banged the men then.
I did. I chickened out with the fucking chicks.
Dave Thomas Dave Thomas said, "Fuck that bum, boy. Don't matter if it's none, you gonna come, boy."
We are off the fucking
Yeah,
rails
get back on.
relatively early.
Uh,
Okay, Dave Thomas,
it was
get
the
another quote.
closest to purgatory that I've ever experienced while I've been living. Dave Thomas. What is this brainy quote? What is this website?
Yeah.
What are
Well,
these?
what do you mean closest to purgatory? That's not brainy, that's sort of dark.
No, this is from brainyquote.com.
Oh.
I just don't know. Like, just I feel like anyone named Dave or Thomas can submit a quote.
Yeah.
I recall there was a
Alright.
banger one. I don't know where it is anymore now, though.
It's out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Lynch, put it in.
Today, the burger wars remain. A one-day peace treaty offered by Burger King in 2015. They offered to collaborate with McDonald's to release a McWhopper burger.
I like.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the energy too.
Mhm.
It's like we can sell more burgers together.
Yep, yep. It won an award in 2017.
Who gave the award? Like,
The
McDonald's sells
North
the burger and
American
then
Effie Awards. It won the Grand
Burger
Effie.
King gave them the award?
Do you know what the Grand Effie is?
No,
So why
I'm
don't you
pretty
shut the
sure.
fuck up then, bro?
Okay, so tell me about
The Grand Effie
this.
is the supreme commander.
The Grand Effie is definitely some fucking Jewish child's grandmother.
That's definitely an Effie.
Yeah,
Go
there's an
find the
Effie
Effie
out there.
coming.
Good, there's definitely a Bubby Effie out there.
Yo, fuck a Bubby Effie.
I did.
Um,
That's how I know she's out there.
yeah, well, they were like, hey, let's work together on the McWhopper. And they won an award, even though McDonald's was like, but shut the fuck up, dude. You're number 4 in burgers. Why would I make a burger with you? Get out of here, you foss.
You fuss.
Today, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, they're still, some say to this day, they're still beefing about the beef.
Yeah, you think there's like still bad blood at a certain level between these two?
I don't know. That's just kind of how this hundreds article from 2017 ended. Yeah, they had a where's the beef shirt.
I feel like you miss if we would have had this podcast before,
In 1989.
you would have had more opportunity to be like on the inside and ask some high up at McDonald's and be like, "Yo, you mad at them? Are they mad at you?
Yeah, you're mad
Who's
at the
mad at
king?
who?"
Yeah, you're mad at the king? And then I hit up the king and be like, clown is mad at you, boy.
Yeah,
Clown
exactly.
is mad at
You know what?
you.
You know what they said. You know what they said about you.
You know what Dave said? The
You know
clown.
what Dave. You know what Dave said.
Hey, you know what Dave said? Grimace birthday meal.
These are all bangers.
If you had a kid, would you
Grimace.
give him a how much would he have to ask you for a Grimace shake before you let your kid have a Grimace shake?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like you got to be like
No, you though,
18
because
and
I know
over.
you don't like, you would be
Exactly.
so with yours. If you had a son and he looked like you, oh man, you'd be so fucking hard on that kid. You'd be so hard on that
Dude,
kid.
I would fucking, you'd be like a little super
You'd
soldier.
be like, sit down here. Sit. No, lie on this. Look at all this furniture I have for you. Lie on it. Donny had no furniture in his house one time when I went to, I went to his house once. There's no furniture. And I bring that up
It
as a
was,
forever thing.
I mean, hey, it was a brief time, but it was too long.
Yeah.
For the amount of time that you could get away with having no furniture, it was way too
I
long.
came in
It's
there.
just like,
I came in your house, and it was your dad standing in the middle of the house with no furniture and a leather motorcycle jacket with a lit cigarette. And I was like, "Oh, where's all the furniture?"
he did
And
not
he was
have
like,
a
"What do you
lit
need to sit
cigarette.
for when you can stand? Kids these days don't fucking stand enough. Always sitting."
It's terrible that everyone's gonna believe you.
And then he jump kicked a hole in the wall.
He
He said, "The goddamn holes. Sometimes you gotta make them yourself." And then he started fucking. He fucked the hole. He fucked the hole in your house. He made a hole in your wall, and then he fucked the house. This guy's dad fucked
he
his
poured
house. This guy's dad fucked
he
his
poured
house.
He poured beer in it and fucked it.
Yeah, no, this this is that was, like, almost a boys thing. You watch The Boys?
No.
They're doing, like, they're just
I
getting
should have just yes-anded you there, but no, I do
they're
not
getting
watch The
so they're
Boys.
just getting so zany with it because there's, like, superpowers early on, like, in the beginning, some guy, like, to shrink little and go, like, run inside of a penis hole, or, like,
Oh, a urethra.
a girl would shrink small and, like, hug a penis to, like, give it a hand job or some shit. They, like, do all these, like, crazy things just, like 'cause it's, like, so crazy, bro. It's based on a comic.
Yeah.
No, but the most recent one, there's, like, a Batman character, and he's like, I don't know if I'm spoiling it, but, whatever. He was like, "Hey, you
Yeah,
gotta."
spoiler alert
He's
on
like,
The
yeah,
Boys.
he's like, "I'm gonna fuck this hole." He was like, went to shank someone, make a hole and to fuck it.
Oh, you know what? I actually heard a comic tell that joke years
You
ago.
think this is a joke, you sick fucking No, it
No,
was in
I'm
the comic called Crossed, because 'cause I've seen it in a comic called Crossed. They, like, stab someone and do that. When
I,
did you first hear about this,
hold on, let me try to
little joke?
locate yeah, let me try to locate the year in my mind. I'll give it
Locating the year in my mind, information accessed.
2013, I'll say. I'm at the Nasty Show, which is like a just for laughs show
So we
in
got nasty
Montreal where
boy at
they
the nasty show.
No, it's
We
just
got
a like
nasty
a lot
things
of
with a
like
nasty huh?
with a nasty hole. A lot of shows at Just for Laughs will be a little bit on the cleaner side, kind of like the corporate side, back when it actually
Because of
existed.
the fucking, Jewish controlled woke media.
Something like that. But there was always this like basement ass late show. Like I would go to it at 1 in the morning on Friday or Saturday to the Late Show Nasty Show, and all the comics were super unhinged. And this guy was like telling his big closer joke, and it was just about orgies and everyone fucking each other. And like he just told this disgusting story, like so graphic, kind of like the Aristocrats, where he's just like making it a sexual, everything's getting fucked, every hole filled, everything, blah, blah, blah. And then his like final button punchline at the end was like, and when we run out of holes, he reaches in his pocket and he flicks out a knife. He's like, I have a knife. And everyone was like,
Ooh, you
"Gah."
liked it though, eh?
It was
You
too
liked it.
I was like,
You were like 24 and you're like, hey? Yeah, you did.
"Stupid bitch."
You type of guy to fucking whack off in Andrew Tate's war room when all the men are discussing what they're gonna do with the women they've trapped.
Dude,
Dude, I'm goofing around. Relax.
yeah,
Relax.
I'm good.
Relax, Tristan.
Tristan. Bro, why you tell them my real name?
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
alright, so yeah, we're fucking knife wounds right now. What's the segue?
Yeah, so would you give your kid a Grimace shake?
I would give my kid a grimace shake. I don't wanna
I
I don't
was
wanna
talking about
injure.
children without the one guy here who doesn't have a kid.
Yeah. No, it's like I almost don't wanna put those experimental dyes in my young child's endocrine
What
system.
if he's like, Daddy, I need it. I'm gonna pinch
He's like
you.
he's like, "All
Pinch
the."
your face when you're sleeping."
Okay, that's creepy as
Like
fuck, then I definitely
you
wouldn't give
like
him one.
wake up and he like pinched your face, but then let go and he's just there like and he like just pinched
Yeah.
your face. He like clawed your face, he scratched you across the face, bear paw style.
That's why I don't want a
I'm gonna
kid.
sure you're
I
bleeding. Yeah, because this shit, you're like, that shit would happen.
Yeah, if I had a kid, like, I would just be
God would do
thinking
that,
that.
eh?
No, not just that, but I would be like, I feel like I have, like, you ever have, like, a ceramic doll in your house growing up? At one point, I had a fucking ceramic doll in my house, like, a
No, bro, my
f
family's straight, dude.
like a 16-inch fucking ceramic weird doll in a velvet dress. It was fucking weird,
Sounds like
and I
you
was like,
whacked off to continue.
I was terrified of this
You're
fucking thing. I was
terrified of
sure it was
whacking
gonna come
off
to life. I was sure it was gonna come to life and kill me.
and possess your
And
sack, possess your nut. You thought it was gonna possess your
and
nut.
that
Yeah, you're a
that's how
nasty
I
boy.
feel about a kid.
Oh, yeah.
When the kid's old enough to walk, I'm gonna wake up and this kid's gonna be, like, standing on my fucking dresser being like, "Hello, father,"
What
at 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna be like,
I kept
"Jesus Christ."
interrupting while you were talking, but yeah, you're saying that the kid will be scared like
Yeah, you
ceramic
did, eh?
doll?
It's okay. I'm gonna edit you out because 'cause I'm doing the edit this week.
You said that your kid would be like that scary ceramic doll?
I just feel like my kid is gonna when my by the time my kid could walk, I'm gonna, like, wake up with him, like, standing on a fucking creepy thing in my room being like, "Hello, father." I'm gonna be like, "Holy shit." Like, this kid is possessed. That's what I'm saying. Basically, what I'm saying is when I have a kid, if I have a kid, he's definitely gonna get
What if
possessed
he's, like,
and
mad
kill me in my sleep.
religious and he's like, "Father dove in with me."
Oh, yeah. I know people who's like, they're not religious and their kid gets crazy orthodox into something, and it's fucking weird. You're like, "Where does this come from?"
From
You
God.
drank the Kool-Aid.
From
Yeah, exactly. You were chosen as a child.
the, you said that your people, they said you had your people? And what did they tell them?
Yeah. Then what did they tell them? I'll tell you what they told them. They told them to go. And then what did they do? They had to go because they got told to go. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna stay? You gonna stay when they tell you to go? they, they had to go. Oh,
Let me tell you, this guy is gonna ask me to go, I'm gonna go. Let me tell you, this guy asked me to stay, I'm gonna stay. But you stay when I ask you to go, and you go when I ask you to stay. What do you want me to do? This is like every single person in Montreal had a name. That guy was their neighbor at one point.
yeah. Oh man. I don't know if we've told this story before, but actually, you know what? I keep forgetting that people actually know you
Yeah.
and
So
might hear
yeah,
this.
let me. Okay.
So let's not tell a story about your old neighbor unless we do.
Wait. I was gonna say that story. What with the talking on the phone?
No. Okay. So I don't know what you're about to say. So tell me this one.
One time, me and a buddy, we went to go see another buddy of mine. We went to his house, and it was like 1 a.m. or something, and me and my buddy, we'll call him Easter. Me and Easter are going to see my other buddy, Xander. So me and Easter are going to Xander's house. We're like, yeah, let's go kick it with Xander. He's just chilling, you know? And Xander is like, Xander's a very gangster guy.
Yeah.
For like, but like not gangster in like whatever you're picturing right now. He's more like,
Yeah. Yeah. He's like a good person, but he's hood.
yeah, like his soul.
Yeah.
At 15 years old,
He's B Rabbit, bro. He's B Rabbit in 8
at
Mile.
like 15 years old, I think he could have held a very long conversation with like a 45-year-old uh black jazz saxophoner.
Saxophonist.
Saxophoner. Saxophoner.
Saxophoner with
Saxophoner.
Xander and Easter.
He's like with saxophone Xander and Easter. No, so I'm with Easter and we're going to see Xander. And Xander is he has the soul. He's just like he's just
He's a G. He's a
he's G.
G.
He's about it. We're going to his place. We're like, yeah, let's go. You know, he's down to blaze. We have a joint. Let's go. You know, we're like 16 years old. So me and Easter go around to the backyard because his house is on the ground. His room is on the ground floor in the backyard. You can see his window there. So we're gonna go and like tap on the glass. We go in the back and we see the lights on in his room. So we're like, oh, chill. So we go up to the window to go like tap on it. And as we get there, like the window's behind him and he's lying on his bed. We see him on his bed and he's on the phone and the phone's like tucked under his ear, cordless phone. I don't know who he's on the phone with or whatever he's talking about, but
Cordless phone, by the
yeah,
way,
yeah,
people, not a cell phone,
yeah, exactly.
house
Yeah,
phone.
no
Yeah.
information there because it is like 1999.
Yeah.
Um,
Literally.
and what's interesting though is he has his two fingers, and when he's pinching between them is his foreskin. You see his penis is out, his soft penis, and he's kind of like doing things with the foreskin that I mean, upon seeing it, I'm like, yeah, of course you could do that. I understand. I don't know. I'd probably fucking do that all the time. To be honest, I'm glad not. I'd do that all the time. But he's like, he's got his foreskin. He's doing these moves, like pinching him and moving him and pulling him, and he's doing all this shit. And it's like takes like 9 seconds.
Yeah,
You're like
like,
looking
you
at
to
this, and it's just
understand
like
what you're
it's also
looking
like
at.
the last guy you want to see do this with the level of respect that he has from everyone around, and like it's like that it is happening, and that like you're like taking it in, you're like, this is exactly what I'm seeing, right? And then I look over at Easter, he's like one of my best friends, and he has that also this look on his face, like we're both like, uh and then we look at each other, we're like, and then we see our faces, and then obviously we explode into the loudest laugh of all time. And it doesn't
And, like, in
matter
this guy's backyard
any
at his parents' house.
discretion or anything, doesn't matter. We are entitled to laugh as hard
Yeah.
as we want. This is the funniest shit we've ever seen. And the
Oh
best
my
part is
god.
like his door's right there. So he heard us cracking up. We're like grabbing each other and like shaking each other, like, ah, like not even laughing, just like, ah, like we're leveling up in Dragon Ball. Like we're just screaming. And he comes out, and the funniest thing is like he's still like he's just like kind of posturing like he's still that guy, and he's like shushing us. He's like, "Oh shh," and he's shushing us like with like make a fist and do the shush finger. Now put up your pinky also, and now like shush with your elbow. Your elbow is cocked like up to your eye level, and you're like, shh. It's like a really weird, like it's really like shh, like not
Yeah,
how a
it's like
normal, not how like if you told if I said picture a 15-year-old white boy shushing you. It's not what you
yeah,
picture. Like he was like shh, shh, and he was
yeah.
doing that. And
Somehow like a gunshot.
I
It's a
actually,
gunshot version of shush.
it's the gunshot judge. That's actually how I answered the door to you today.
It's exactly how you
I
did,
did
and
that.
I was like, "It's funny." I was just thinking while you were talking that it's the funniest that, like, it's funny that you're bringing this story up when you literally answered the door like that.
Yeah, and he was like, "Dude, shh," and like we can't breathe, and we're like, and as soon as we can breathe, we're like, "You're dead, yeah, you were touching." And he's like, "What? No, I wasn't. We talking about?" We're like, "Yeah, we saw it."
It's so something you
But it
have
is
to
so
do in that
funny of
situation.
someone to be like, "No, you didn't."
Exactly. That's what you
Listen to
have to
me.
do.
Listen to me. No, you didn't. I
Exactly.
understand everything you're doing. I understand, but let me tell you, most importantly, you
You
didn't.
didn't see that. Right. No, I it's hilarious. I would honestly, I've pulled moves like that in the past where someone's like, why'd you do this?" And I'm like, "I did it. I did it." And it's like,
Like we
"You
have you on
did."
camera. You're like, uh,
Exactly.
uh.
Um, no, I was gonna tell a way dumber story that actually isn't bad at all. When I'm like, I'm triple thinking it back now. I'm like, we were doing that Montreal voice, and I was that you were saying everyone like is neighbors like that, and I was thinking of someone that used to live near you, and we like smoked a joint in your backyard. I think he maybe smoked with us, and we were
No, he
talking to
doesn't
this
smoke.
guy. Oh, he doesn't smoke.
I made it also
Anyways,
even the more because as silly as our brains were, that was like, you're not entitled to talk about this stuff. If you don't, it
exactly.
was kind of like back in 1999. If you don't smoke weed, don't talk about it. Don't wear a t-shirt with it. Don't talk about it. It's not what you think, bro. It's not like that.
Yeah.
And if someone was like,
Um,
"Yo, the kid, do you smoked weed? You see, like, what's you see? Is it all crazy?" It's like, no, dude. The only thing
yeah.
I see now is how uncool you are. Actually, I smoke weed now.
Yeah,
Your clothes
people
suck, bro. You're not even wearing Rockaware jean suit and Timberland boots.
you're not even wearing an iceberg jean suit
That's
and an
fake.
Averex jacket.
That's fake Johnny Blaze and fake lugs. And look at
No,
your
bro.
Averex, bro.
Look at your Averex.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. Sorry.
Dude, yeah, anyways, we're fucking stoned. We don't like this guy. He's talking with that
Oh, he's
Montreal
chill.
voice.
I hung out with him a lot. I think you
Did you?
yeah, you didn't I like he used to come by and play basketball all the time. He was like my neighbor.
Dude,
But
this
like,
honestly, this
to
was
be
the one
honest,
and only interaction.
another just to like world build to world build for everyone listening is Donnie would show up places and get enemies on sight. It was pretty cool. He would like show up places and have enemy on sight, or someone would have an interaction with him where to them they'd be like, "Did you see that fucking guy?" And like to Donnie, that was like just a third guy that day that made Donnie his enemy. Like sometimes one roast, one lashing on someone, like forever they're like, "That guy, he made me look like a fool that day."
And it's so funny because I literally would just like I don't know. I definitely have fucking ADD or something. When there is an opening, it's
No,
impossible to
bitch, you
speak
don't
about
get the
that shit.
fucking you're just an angry dude, bro. Some dudes are angry. What do you want,
No,
bro? Back in the day, you
no,
go to
I
war, you get
always got
fucking killed. Now you're still alive, sitting out here pissed off, bro. It's not the
bro,
fucking
I already
ADD.
survived the burger wars.
Yeah, but what about the beauty
Anyways,
wars? Yeah, so this guy,
so we're standing outside, we're talking to this guy, and he's wearing fucking green sweatpants at a time,
they
and
fit very like out of everything that I was just joking about. Sorry to keep interrupting, but to continue world building, everything I'm talking about, like this is high school and it's like the 90s. Like if you weren't dressed cool, like the teacher called you the F slur.
yeah.
It was weird. Like, and this guy, yeah, he's wearing green jogging pants that happen to be very skimpy and too small. Like they're not, and you don't wear
Yeah,
like, and
like the
it's not
elastic
right. Yeah,
ankle
and
when it wasn't cool.
it's cool now that kids are like, you can wear hand me downs or whatever. People don't judge for that.
Yeah, it's true. Like, we gotta actually explain this context that
Yeah,
it really fucking mattered. Honestly, everyone and the price of clothes too, like, there wasn't the TJ Maxx and all this shit, so, like, we were paying retail for shit. Like, I had, like, fucking thousands of dollars in jeans
people
and
got
boots
removed
and
from friend
bullshit.
groups if they didn't have drip to keep up.
Yeah, like it did matter more back then. And this guy was just wearing dorky ass sweatpants that would actually fly really well now in terms of style because they were tight, like elastic ankle, and they were pretty high, like they were short, which is more of a style now. But at the time, that was the anyways, they were just the worst fucking like what are those pants you've ever seen. So like kind of hit him with the what are those? And, I was like, "Why are you wearing green sweatpants, my dude?"
Yeah, you were
And
like, you
he's
guys,
like,
there was like a back and forth. It was like, yeah, bro,
"Uh,
yeah, look at you, and it was like a back and forth. And then it
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
I didn't
well,
just
yo,
call him out,
look
but
what you're wearing, bro. Look at your fucking green sweatpants. That was your roast. And it was enough because like you knew that like he was kind of casually like lives there playing basketball,
yeah,
chilling, and then another person comes. Now it's like, oh shit, I'm not dressed to
yeah,
mirror with other
exactly.
people. I thought it was like I'm in my
That's
jam
true.
jams, my Jimmy jam.
He's in his home
It was
clothes.
already, I can't illustrate enough, it was already a weakness that he was aware of his pants. So to be like, "Bro, look at your pants, your green jogging pants." And to which he replied, "Yeah, what color is weed? What color is weed?"
And also, we laughed at the weed. We laughed so hard in his
Because we
face.
thought it
Yeah,
was
he
like he
thought
thought
that
he
he
nailed
thought
it.
we'd be like,
Oh,
"Oh, checkmate."
we knew everything about the train of thought and how it was under pressure. Like, I'm laughing and I feel bad. 'Cause this was like, but it was just, "What color is weed?
What color
What
is
color
weed?
is
That's
weed?"
why I'm wearing
Like, as if it was
that's
like,
why I'm
"Oh,
wearing them.
shit, dude. He's right. How could we be potheads if we don't even respect the color of the weed that we're smoking?" Now that I think about it, those
I
jogging
should
pants are
train
pretty cool
myself.
because they're the color of weed, and I smoke weed.
So that was his comeback, and when we laughed in his fucking face about that, he was like, "What color is money?"
We scream laughed. It was like those things where, like, when you scream and fall into each other and, like, you
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
each
yeah, no, it was
other.
that's why,
The only
when you
time I
told the
ever see
story.
people laugh like how we laughed is if I'm watching, like, a group of, like, black girls laughing at something together. That's when I'm
Yes.
like, "That's the laugh that I used to have."
Yeah.
That's what we
Oh,
did.
dude.
We'd, like, just
I used to,
grab each
like
other and, like, scream and, like, fall, and we're all falling and, like
Oh, fuck.
good, healthy, big laughs at people sometimes.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
they still think about it. They'll be like, "Yeah, Donnie." You think is this funny now, bitch? Look, look at me now. I can fly a
Look at
plane.
me now.
I can fly a
Oh,
plane.
it's true. Yeah, like, I like, it could really make myself sound like a psychopath now, but I have gotten feedback from people that know people that I used to hang
They're like a
around.
pilot now, and they're like, "Yeah, tell Donnie that I could fly a plane now. See if he'll ever
Yeah.
fly a plane."
Or, like, they'll do something that like, with 0 context and be like, "Let's see Donnie do that." And it's like, "What the fuck, bro?" I feel like I'm definitely on a few kill lists or something.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I would love to spin it for some good leverage for the pod. Some
Yeah, you could
marketing.
be, you could be the next Doctor Huge, fuck,
I'm going to Shambhala in
to
BC.
Shambhala myself.
I'm going to Shambhala in BC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like, Burning Man light.
that's how I feel about it. That's why I'm not worried about it. I was much more excited for Burning Man because it was like a whole thing, and this I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do this." Like they give you a tent here, and you could take out cash and buy things. It's
Yeah, so it's yeah, it's the same like when you do, like, a fucking hike or something, it's like, if you could climb this mountain, then you could climb that mountain. You're going to do a smaller mountain now, so you're just like, "Yeah, I'll just climb it." Like, I
exactly.
climbed the other one.
I'm literally about to drag into Dragon, by the way. So I'm gonna have to talk about this more on the next one. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the Strong and Wrong podcast with your boy Double Dusted Donnie Duckets holding it down
Nice.
24/7. How have we not said that before? You guys are beauty. Stay true to yourself, follow your heart, trust no one. Peace.